All right, y'all. Big Mama's back with part two. Um, so I'm just gonna begin where I left off. Um, but again, but again, if you need to see a health professional, please do. But other than that, let's continue, y'all. Okay, so we were continuing with sloth, right? So we left off with 4 questions that I wanted you to sit with for yourself. One being, why do you not put yourself in a space where you see your value? Okay, you're paying attention to the value that others say you have as opposed to you. Now, and that's addressing well, if no one else cares about me, why should I care about myself? Of course you should. You the number 1 star player of you. Of course you should. Right? So again, you are the number 1 person that needs to care about you. And if you don't, others don't have to. Others won't. As you may have been seeing in your life. Okay? In school, when someone doesn't want to do the change, we call that ODD, oppositional defiance disorder. Now, some people say that disorder is not a real disorder. That real disorder doesn't really exist. Bull. Yes, it do. I've seen it too many times in students. And I've seen it in people as well. Now, what makes it a disorder is the fact that it's an excess. Now, we all have this. No, I'm not going to do that. And sit up there, right? But when you have ODD, anything someone tells you to do, you're like, no. Okay? So, yeah, there's disorders for sure. But what they're told to do to learn a skill, they don't want to. Okay? And we got a lot of that going on. But again, we have a lot of it going on because some people are not strong enough to do that within their spirit. And that's understandable. A lot of things happen in life that knock us down and that makes us not want to move. I get it. So, control. That is one thing that gets a particular result, controlling someone. This is why society does it to us. Because they want a particular result. So they instill fear and institute control in our programming. Okay? But controlling someone is to get an outcome. All right. Some people, again, are so much against it, they don't move. Hence being slovenly, right? But we as parents we use control, right? And we do. Don't even lie and say, well, I give choices okay, you may do that, but you still want to control. Let an emergency happen. You're going to switch that on real quick. So we as parents do this to teach the avoidance of dangers, to learn responsibility, and I'll be honest with you, and to teach the norms of society so that they'll fit in some way, shape, or form. Okay? Most parents do. In excess, though, it is unhealthy. Control is unhealthy. It can be very manipulative, as we see in society today, in the entertainment industry, even in a home, right? It fosters fear and the need to be controlled because you've been convinced that thinking for yourself is too hard and too much, and the responsibility is too much, hence like in religious aspects. So why am I saying this? Because when you stay in a sloth mentality, you'll be controlled by anything. You won't want to do, but you'll do because someone's telling you to do it and you want them to shut up. That is not the reason to do something. The reason to do something is for what it's going to bring you, what positive result it's going to bring to a collective, or something for your growth or the growth of others. That's why we do. Not to avoid, Lord, not to avoid someone, their energy, them being around, them talking to us, them satisfied. A lot of times we do stuff for that reason. A lot of times we do. And that changes our whole freaking personality because each time we don't want to sit up and fight with that person. I get it. But my loves, no. No. That's not another good reason why to do things. Those that stay lazy are easy to control, as I was saying. And one aspect but problematic and need a behavior shift. And another. Those are the type where when you tell them to do something and they don't want to, and you keep pressing, they'll kill you because you're ruining their comfort. You're in their way. And some people really feel, now this is those that's in that disease area, really feel that in disorder area, that they don't need to. Others need to cater to them because that was their upbringing and that's what they were taught. So then when others don't, they don't know how to function in society and they don't know how to get along with people because they feel people are supposed to do for them because they're prince and princess or whatever. No. You do for yourself, my love. So being productive on your own accord is healthy. That shows you have drive. That shows you have ambition, not only for others, but for yourself built in. It shows that you're working toward your potential and your potential means something to you. That's what it shows. That's a positive thing. Okay? That's healthy. You set a standard for yourself. Haven't you ever heard the term, if you don't set a standard for yourself, baby, you'll accept anything. If you don't have a standard for who you date, what kind of job, what kind of an education, you will accept anything. Hence, accepting the control of others. Just to be lazy. But guess what? You're still doing work. You're just doing work that other people told you to do. So who really has the choice? You did? No. So you take the initiative for yourself. You care about yourself. You take an interest in you. Because baby, okay, look. You are prime grade A real estate. You don't take an interest in your real estate. You don't upkeep your temple. You don't upkeep your body and your mind and get understanding and that knowledge. You don't upkeep your spirit. Baby, someone else is going to come in and buy your real estate and own you, even though you're the one occupying the space. You dig what I'm saying? If you're the house, why are you giving it away for free? Because you don't want to do. Baby, someone else is going to come by and buy you off. Because you have no value. You have no baseline within you to gauge your value. And we talked about baseline. What is your baseline? What are your daily thoughts, actions, and habits? What is your daily thinking about you and you in relationship to the world and about the world? And what they supposed to be doing or not supposed to be doing for you and what you're supposed to be doing for them or not supposed to be doing for them. What is your baseline? Where are you operating from? What is your starting point? If you don't have one, baby, you better find one. Why don't you want your potential? Why do you feel it's too hard? Is it what people said about you? Bump what people said about you. Why are you making it true? Why are you keeping in your mind that what they said about you is true, especially the negative? Why are you sitting up in, well, if they believe that, then I guess it's true. Why? Why don't you love yourself enough to say, bump you, I'm going to do what's best for me, and I'm going to live like me, and if you don't like it. Now, some people will say, well, I am just being lazy and sitting up here. Okay, boo-boo, then if you do that, and your prime real estate is taken over, you the one that was responsible for that. You laid down there and you sat there and you didn't do anything. And you told the universe, you know what? I know you gave me this brain. I know you gave me this spirit and stuff. And I know you gave me choice. But nah, I'm good. Do you know how many people don't even have access to those things? Don't know that they're there or are killed for accessing that in their own will? And you sitting up here that has the choice to say no, and you think karma ain't gonna get your ass, karma gonna get your ass. Because there's somebody somewhere who's not allowed to exercise that. And there was a sacrifice for you to be able to. See, when we say energy is not created or destroyed, that means it has to be taken from somewhere and given to you, and vice versa. So why would you waste it? Because you sure in the hell gonna pay it back. Waste it, see what happens. You'll have everything taken from you. Everything. Because you value nothing, you'll receive nothing. Just like envy and jealousy. I can't make it up. You value nothing, you'll receive nothing. The universe will see you're not even worth giving to. Because you're not grateful for anything. That has been given to you already. So we don't need to give to you then. Okay. You're cool where you're at. We don't need to spend any time on you. You can just waste away like a rock. It will do that. You think it's just going to sit up there and wait for you? No, baby. It has too many star seeds and divines and chosen ones that's got to deal with to help to lead other people. You ain't the end all be all, baby. So, taking an interest in you is self-love. That's taking an interest in love. That is showing you the concern and the care within yourself and honoring this within you. You're honoring you. And in honoring you, you're honoring spirit. Okay? You're honoring the effort of you and others. Remember, at the bottom of it is love. The bare basic. And you staying in a sloth mindset, you're not even willing to give the bare basic to you. Now, those on the receiving end of a slovenly person, check this out. If you're expecting them, you fell in love with them, and you're expecting them to care about you in this way that you think they can, did you not peep they were not taking care of themselves and expected you to do? You the one that came in and decided to love this person for who they were. You the one that came in and agreed. You the one who came in and knew how they were, unless it's an arranged marriage and you really didn't know. That's different. But you're the one that came in and knew. And then you expect them to change all of a sudden because they with you? No, babe. They don't even love themselves to do it. So what makes you think they're going to do it for you? Now, some people will. To find it within them. Okay. But, babe, you chose this person. So either you stick it out for the long haul, right? Or you get gone. Whatever is best for you. But understand, when you're around those type of people, okay, we're going to look at it this way. When you're around those type of people that are sloth, okay, if they see no value in themselves, they can't see it in you. If they see no reason to do for themselves, they can't do for you. Can't and won't. They're too lazy. They'll have you do, and you will spend your life and your time and your energy giving with no return on investment. That's your choice. You understand what I'm saying? So, my loves, if you don't take the time to know and love you, to even care, you want to stay entitled, because laziness, is an entitlement. It is. You expect other people to do. That's an entitlement. That's a privilege to be that lazy. And you not doing anything. And you gaining on the back of somebody else. And then you hold up. That's the thing that gets me. You hold up other people and what they have to do because you expect them to do for you. You hold up their divine timing. You hold up their progress, and you see nothing wrong with it. That's wrong. That's wrong. And the ones that are entitling you, letting you stay in that state, they're equally wrong. They're not showing you love because they're not teaching you to love yourself. They're just resolved, and you playing the victim and the manipulation of, well, shit, if they can't do, let them go on and do for me then. For real, who the hell is you? You ain't no king or queen to do that to. You ain't no emperor or empress to do that to. What are you doing? And that person that's dedicating their life to you, what are you doing to make them better? You ain't. See, you stand in ignorance of yourself. You create an ignorance of yourself. Now, I will say on the other side, there are those who are sloth, and they know who they are. They know and accept this about them. Now, them is different. That is their personality. They have told themselves, this is me, baby. Too bad. I don't mean to do it like that. But they have told themselves, this is me. This is how I'm going to be. Now, those that is authentically you, baby, be you. That is authentic to who you are and what you choose to be. That is for those other people to see. Ooh, I don't want to deal with that. That's not what I want. That's for the other folks. And if they fall in your trap and serve you and your scheme, that's on them. You probably have told them, this is me. I'm not changing. This is how I'm going to be. Then, baby, that ain't on you. That is your love for you. Hey, that's how you want to live your life, boo. Do you. All right. Do you. Okay? But somewhere, where's the love of you? I'm just saying. And those are the ones that are really manipulative, and it's like, you know, when you're hurting and want to leave, and they're like, but you knew. You the one that decided to watch everything be your problem and your issue and your fault. You decided to do. You knew how I was. You knew I wasn't going to change because I told you I wasn't going to change. You the one that decided. Dig that. And you did. Especially if they told you. But you thought you can be Captain Saberhole and change somebody. You don't ever go in a relationship. And this is the last thing I'm going to say about this. You don't ever go in a relationship trying to change someone. You should never go into a relationship trying to save someone. Because they have to see they are worth saving themselves. They have to see that, or no change will happen. You don't ever step foot into something of a codependency with the aspirations of saving somebody else. If they're not equally yoked to you, you don't need to be walking in it. Doesn't mean you don't love the person. Doesn't mean they don't have worth. Doesn't mean that. Not at all. What it means, though, is they're not ready to be with someone. And you are. Because you did the work. Put it like this. You did all that. As I said before to my client, you did all this work. You did all this work. And you just gonna let it go to the wayside after you put all this work into you? And you gonna give it up for somebody else? What if the person you're trying to give it up to doesn't want to change? What if they feel like there's nothing wrong with them? They're perfectly fine the way they are. Are you still gonna rush in and be Captain Save-O? Or do you love yourself enough to not even walk through that shit again? Because you've already been through it. This person over here, they don't see a problem with it. Why the hell are you adjusting? What? I have to. Why? Out of all the lessons, I want you to think about this so hard when you are thinking about trying to save someone else to be in a relationship with them. This is where the monitoring of desires come in. Excuse me the noise, y'all. This is where the monitoring of desires come in. You spent all these years with love lessons of people, family, co-workers, and I'm talking about the relationships that failed or they didn't treat you right, and you learned about you. You learned you. Okay? You learned who you were, to love you, to see your worth. You went through all that work. Why would you throw it away for someone else? After all you've been through, years of work, years of research into you, years of investment in yourself, years of changing your behavior, changing your habits, getting a new outlook, getting a new mindset, researching for yourself, researching yourself and finding love of yourself. Do you understand all that work you put in? That you trying to give up for a sloth person that's not willing to do half of that fucking work? And even if they are, it's not sloth, but it's anybody else that is kind of sitting on the fence and not really. Baby, why would you throw away the work of yourself? It's one thing to use what you've learned to uplift that person. That's one thing. But after some time, they don't want to. Why are you still pressing them? Clearly, they're not ready. But you want to be with them. Okay, so who do you love more? That's time for that question. Who do you love more, you or them? I'll wait. It's showing me clearly you love them more than you love you. But then you'll say, well, but Divine, you don't understand. It's a want. It's a want. Is it a need? Is that person a need for you? Operate from what you need first. Because your desires, baby. See, shadow comes in through your desires. When you start moving into that wanting, you'll do anything to get what you want. And I do mean anything. Which means you'll forget your love lessons. And guess what? Here they come again. But you already went through that already. And karma, like, in spirit's like, again, we just didn't put them through that already. You gonna walk through it again. For real? You gonna walk through it again. So what we did for you and showed you was nothing. You gonna do it again. Is that what you're telling me? That's what spirit and karma is looking at you like. Did you not do this with another person? So clearly you need another lesson. You need another pain for us to show you what you're worth. Is that what you're telling us? Because your actions dictate to the universe and spirit what you need. What you need. Getting what you want is your blessing. Getting what you need is your lesson. I'm going to say that one more time. Okay? Getting what you want is a blessing. Getting what you need is a lesson. Heed the damn lesson. Don't repeat this shit. You've been through it already. You talked it out with your girlfriends or your guy friends or what else have you. You already know. Or did you get the lesson? And that's why it's repeating again. Because you'll feel it in your gut. Don't lie to me and tell me you won't feel in the gut. You will feel in your gut. Ooh, this feels familiar. I've been here before. I know what this is. Baby, don't you say that and you make the same damn decision. Ooh, you getting got by karma and spirit. Especially you say you know. Or you think that you know. And you showing action that you know. You gonna get got. You don't let nobody get in the way of your fucking lesson. No one. I don't care how much you want them. They show you the sign. What did I tell you in another thing? A partner, especially a male, the way males are. A male will show you directly or indirectly what they think of you. It is us women and those that identify with feminine that do not pay attention. They show you, babe, directly or indirectly. They will tell you or they will show you in action. That includes gaslighting and ghosting. And what do some of us do? Oh, he didn't mean it. Oh, it's so cute. He'll come back. Really? Did you not go through this before with other people? Did you wait for them? Why you wait for this person? Why? I wait. Can't answer that question, can you? Well, oh, he's so cute and he or she is rich and they have all these things and she's the love of my life and she's so beautiful. What are they doing to deserve you? Are they okay? Are they worth more than your lesson and the pain you went through? Hell no. So stop making the excuse. See, failed relationships are about the parties involved, but a lot of times it's about us internally. That fosters that outward part with our partner here. And 9 times out of 10, it's the partner that doesn't want to change or can't or doesn't know how or doesn't have the patience or feels that they need to separate themselves from their partner so they can. And sometimes they do. Sometimes you have to leave somebody to teach them their lesson. Absolutely. That doesn't mean you don't love them. Of course, that person doesn't see it that way. That doesn't mean you don't love them. It means you love you and you love them enough to leave them to learn their lesson. Love shows up in many forms. That's why I can't stand when people sit up here and give these trumped down, fucked up examples of love and they don't know what it is. They don't understand walking away is love. It is, depending on the intention. Because love is very intentional. A lot of the time. Your love lessons are intentional, babes, from spirit and the universe and source, because you have a particular lesson you have to learn in that divine timing. Okay? So my loves, do not sit in a sloth state where someone takes over your real estate. Do not expect other people to do for you when you're the one that has to do for you. Love you enough to reach for your potential, to love you and be you. All right, my loves. I love you. I hope this brought value to you. We have just finished sloth, that deadly sin, and why you don't want that deadly sin. And we're going to move on to the other ones, and we're going to finish up this series. All right, y'all. I love you. You have a wonderful weekend. Namaste.